shorts on. Oh, we're live. What's going on, everyone? It is Dakisha Williams, your webinar queen. And today I want to chat with you a little bit about using AI to enhance and amplify your webinar. So I am streaming to several different places right now. And so I just kind of want to break down what I did yesterday. I was in here super excited. And so we ended up creating a training that we're going to do tomorrow. And so let me just kind of give you the background. So if this is the first time that you are in my space, been introduced to me, my name is Dakisha Williams. I have been in business for 14 years. I typically help entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants, authors, speakers to generate consistent leads and revenue in their business using webinars and workshops. This is not something that I woke up one morning and said that this is when I want to be an entrepreneur. Like, no, that won't me. That was not your girl. I also had no idea that I'd be running a business 14 years later, right? It came to life because of my two kids, who, when I started on this journey, they were 5 and 11. They are 25 and 19 as of this training. And honestly, well, when I tell the story, I kind of tell the story because I started this journey when driving down 95 and literally chest was beating hard, had no idea what it was, had to pull over, couldn't breathe, felt like I was having a heart attack. Did this for 7 years until I actually realized that I was having a panic attack. Had no idea. It was caused from a car accident. Like in 2007? Mind you, this was like 2011, 2012 before I decided that I even wanted to figure out what was going on with me. And so fast forward, I was a district manager over 13 locations, and I ended up going on leave of absence because I was not able to travel to the different locations. I wasn't able to travel to my different locations. So I went on leave of absence, hashtag longest leave ever. And I'm still on leave of absence. No, seriously. So the company went out of business and I had nowhere to go. And so here we are, fast forward to where we are now. And literally, I created this business helping entrepreneurs use webinars since 2018 was the first year I launched my actual program. And so it was called Webinar Success Blueprint. It was my first $10,000 launch. And we just kept, doing this process over and over again. And the reason why I ended up doing that is because in 2014 and 2015, I was recruited to go to Maryland and teach these entrepreneurs for 2, sometimes 3 days on how to make 6 figures using webinars. And I wasn't making 6 figures in my business, not at all. And the way that my level of integrity is set up, what you're not going to do is have me out here teaching something that I don't know if it works. And so, long story short, we did 8 webinars in 30 days. And I ended up generating $15,000 in commission. If you are watching this, I want you to type in the chat commission. $15,000 of commission just by doing those 8 webinars. And that's when I realized, oh, wait a minute. We might be on to something, right? We might be on to something. This thing might actually works. And so here we are. And so I've been doing it for, y'all count the numbers. I ain't counting. Do the math. Somebody help me with the math, right? So I've been doing this. And so as we look at how things are evolving in the world, how technology is ever so fast, like frequently being enhanced. I sat here and I was like, well, how can we make what we do better here at Visions Consulting? And so a lot of people don't know that not only do we help people use webinars, we will build out the entire funnel. So that means like the registration page, thank you page, all the email sequences, like that entire process. My team helps me do all of that. But what you don't know is that what goes on in the back, meaning I have to coach people through their presentation. Like I have to coach people through their signature talk. Some people are like, yeah, I want to do a webinar, but I don't know what to talk about. And so I have to coach them through how to put this presentation together. As a matter of fact, the other day, somebody hit me up on Substack. Y'all on Substack? I have to put my Substack in the chat. Hey, Runner, what's up? I see you, show. Let me see if I can put my Substack in here so y'all can follow me on Substack. I like Substack. Dakisha, Dakisha.substack.com. Shameless plug. I believe that's what it is. For seriously. It's only going to show up on YouTube. How can let's do this. Boom. We can do that. So if you are on Substack, feel free to follow me. Feel free to subscribe. Okay. But anyway, a lot of people don't know that I do have to help coach people through like their presentation, coach them through what is their signature offer, coach them through what are their talking points that they're going to be using during this presentation. Some people will probably have never given a keynote presentation ever. And so I have to coach them through, even though it's their zone of genius. Like that's what's crazy to me. Even though it's their zone of genius, I have to coach them through how to put this together so that they can be out here and show up as the expert that they are. So, and that's what we do. So real quick, if you guys are just joining in, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching the video, whichever platform you're in. Do me a favor, drop your name in the chat so I can know that you're here. I wanted to hang out a little bit so we can talk about this crazy training that I'm going to give tomorrow. So again, my name is Dakisha Williams, the webinar queen, helping entrepreneurs, speakers, coaches, and consultants to create consistent leads and revenue in their business using webinars and workshops. All right. So now that we got that out the way, let's get back to business. So real quick, I do want to share that there's 3 parts to a profitable webinar. And so as we get into the conversation, we're going to talk about how can AI enhance these particular components of your presentation. Now, how many of you actually use AI? Like, any of y'all use AI? I almost said something. I have to be careful and like think about stuff before I say it on these platforms. And it's interesting because you use AI, right? But are you really using AI to its full potential? That's the key. And so, like, I know some of you guys under the sound of my voice, you probably will go into like, I don't know, what's your AI platform of choice? Most people say, ChatGPT, right? Y'all do realize there's more platforms out there. I'm just saying. And so some of you all might kind of go in and you might say, help me write this letter or something like that. So in my training, I'm going to break down how when they write me a letter, that bad boy sounds just like Dakisha. Like sometimes I have to be careful because it'll use colloquialisms. I love it. I'm here for it. Um, so there's other platforms outside of ChatGPT. There's Claude, there's Perplexity, there is Gemini, I believe. And Claude is owned what by Anthropic. I can't remember. Let me see. I know they charged my account. I can tell you. I can tell you they charged my account. But yeah, so there's different type of platforms that you can use. Good morning, Joy, or afternoon. And so here's where we're gonna take it to a whole another level. And so tomorrow we're going to dive into how you break down each element of preparing for your presentation and how can AI actually amplify what you're doing. Here's what I noticed that a lot of people are doing. They're just going in and say, help me write this webinar, help me create this webinar, such and such and such and such and such, right? I did that too. Boring, super boring presentation. It's an outline. I ain't gonna lie, it's an outline, and it kind of guides you through what you should say. We don't want no outline. We don't want no guide. I need you to put this in my language and even use some of my phrases, as in be passionate, be purposeful, but more importantly, be profitable. Like my AI is going to spit that out at the end of every presentation. All right. So if you haven't gotten to the point where you are amplifying what it is that you do, you got to be there tomorrow. Let me see if I can grab the link so we can put that on the screen for you. Is that all right with y'all? I'm going to grab this link. Oh, there it is. And I'll put this on the screen for you guys. We're going to drop it over here. Normally, I would have like a super easy link, but unfortunately, we don't have that right now. All right, so you still got to work with what you got. Yep, love you. So I will webinars with AI. I want to put this over here for y'all too. Because, okay, boom. And I know you might not be able to click it over here, but if you shoot me a DM, I'll make sure you get it on TikTok. All right, so like I was saying, I know that several of you all that are using, AI. I know it's so easy to go into the platform and be like, oh, write my webinar using Russell Brunson or something like that. If you've read all of Russell Brunson's book, he is the go-to person when it comes to webinars. Like Russell, I studied Russell, I've read Russell's book, I have purchased the perfect webinar funnel, all of that. I have watched Russell Brunson, Dean Graziosi, what's his name? Grazioso. I think it's Grazioso. Sorry, Dean. But I've watched his training as well when they've done these 2-hour webinars. And what I don't want you to do is make the mistake that thinking that, oh, just because you typed it in ChatGPT, that's going to be a high converting webinar for you. And most of the time it's not. It's not. And the reason why I see it, I have started to review webinars, right? I charge for it. So it's a lot of people that are out here that are already doing webinars. And so what they end up doing is they come to me and say, hey, my webinar is not converting. Can you help me determine where I'm going wrong in my actual PowerPoint presentation? That's how I know that there is still a missing piece when it comes to actually creating and developing and delivering. That's another piece. delivering a high converting webinar or workshop. So, and also for those that feel like, AI doesn't have like this human touch to it. So, truth be told, it's not going anywhere. Okay. Can we be okay with that? It's not going anywhere. It's here to stay. And you have to learn how to use it to magnify what it is that you do. Like, I'm a strategist at heart. So I will sit here and think about different strategies, and I'll use AI to amplify that particular strategy versus just trying to use it from scratch. Like, that's not how I use AI. All right, so we'll start at the beginning. So AI can help you with basic stuff like come up with a title, right? Now, truth be told, when you are in this space, in this digital marketing space, sometimes you got to test your title. One of the things that we did this year, we did the same workshop 7 times this year. When we first launched the workshop in January or February, it didn't resonate with the audience. It was called 10K Workshop. And so I ended up changing the name of the workshop because it wasn't resonating with the audience. I know. So we actually changed the name to How to Enroll More People into Your Signature Program. Boom. Oh, I can't even snap with that one. Boom. Boom. And the registrations took off, right? So we stuck with that name. So yes, you can use AI to help you with titles. Simplistic stuff. We're not really going into that tomorrow. I think I have a prompt tomorrow that you guys can use in order to help you generate titles as well, if that is something that you struggle with. So the training tomorrow is going to be more geared around enhancing what you already have. And for those that don't have anything, it will help you to develop your entire process, meaning your offer, your presentation, everything. So I don't want you to think that if you have never done one, you can't join me in tomorrow's training. So let me tell you something. So I sat here and I went down a complete rabbit hole. That's what we call them. And I reverse engineered how I walk people through developing them for their actual webinar process. And hey, Vanessa. And what we ended up doing was we took a look at what I've been doing for, we do love a good rabbit hole, right? We took a look at what I have been doing for the last 8 years. And so then I actually took data. I took information that I already have. All right. So I hope this helps somebody, because this is how I use AI. And thank you for sharing. And my business bestie that's with me on YouTube, we love to go down the rabbit hole. We love to put our information into an AI system, and it amplifies what we have. And so you're going to hear me use that a lot, like multiply, amplify. We want you to enhance what you already have here. All right. A lot of you all are trying to start from scratch. They just ain't getting it, baby. They just ain't getting it. We want you to enhance what you already have. All right. So this is what we're going to do. So this is what I did yesterday. Sorry. So I took data from what I have been doing. One particular client I can't think of what the word I want. Lord, is this perimenopause? Oh my God. Anyway, I can't even finish. It's one particular client that I use for this process. This is crazy. And I took her through this whole process. She may be watching, she may not be watching. But at the beginning of the process, I had to ask a lot of questions to extract a lot of data. And so now I can put together a questionnaire where I don't have to be on the phone for this long, process to pull all this information out. So as we continue to enhance this process, this is what I'm sharing with you all. So I created this whole, we created this whole questionnaire based on the conversation that I had with her. And, come to find out, like, it's legacy in her family. And we really were able to uncover, why she's on this path. That's what's really important. Okay. And so we did that in the first call. Then I went back and got the notes from the second call. The second call, we really fine-tuned her signature offer because she was a little shaky about what it was she wanted to offer. Most people that come into my space, they are a little shaky about what it is that they want to offer at the end of their presentation. And I just did a Substack today called Start with the End in Mind. Y'all like how I keep plugging Substack? Let me go ahead and share my Substack real quick, okay? But I did just do a Substack today and a LinkedIn article on Start with the End in Mind. So if you have to do a presentation or you want to do a workshop, it is best to start with the end in mind. And what do you mean? What do I mean by that? You can't develop the content that you're going to be teaching until you know what you want to offer at the end of the presentation. If this is making sense, type a yes in the chat. All right. Type a yes in the chat. Okay. I can see you from Facebook, not YouTube. Appreciate that. It's on my screen. All right. So type yes in the chat if that makes sense. So start with the end in mind. Then you move into, okay, so you got your offer. Then you move into the framework. What people are doing is they're building the presentation backwards. And what is happening is you're creating this content that has nothing to do with what you're getting ready to sell at the end of your presentation. Yep, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you so you can stop making the same mistake over and over and over again. All right? Yes, I'm here for you. And so I'm going to put the link because I'm going to do a training. I'm going to do a training for about 45 minutes, and I'm going to do a bonus session for VIPs for specific questions about their webinar. All right. So then at the end of the presentation, yeah, you can go in and you can look at the beginning of your presentation. And this is where you create the connection. So actually, this is the first time I ever taught this backwards. So the 3 parts of the webinar is connection, the content, and the close. So the way that I just broke it down to you, I talked to you a little bit about the close first. Then we talked about the content. And now we're talking about how you create the connection. And a lot of people just want to run through the beginning of the presentation. So for some of you all that are just joining, you may have missed the part where I talked about who I am, how long have I been doing this, because what does that do for you? That validates that Nikisha knows what she's talking about because she's been doing this since 2014, teaching people how to make money using webinars and workshops. All right. So that's the connection. But there's a story that goes with it. And sometimes, thanks for posting my Substack, Vanessa. Sometimes people don't know how to pull their story out. All right. And so we got a prompt for that too. So that's what I ended up doing yesterday. So I went through the process with one particular client and pulled out all of these questions and mapped out my entire process. And so now I got a whole workbook. And Vanessa already told me this is my next book. Well, Vanessa, this is book number 6 that's I gotta print. Right. Okay. Vanessa has me writing like 6 books. But now that I have this process, people buy formulas. People buy processes. Do y'all know that? So let me ask you, if you are still with me, do you have a process that you take people through in your business? Type yes or no. All right. If you have a process, then you understand. Like that's what you're selling. You are selling your framework, you are selling your process. That's what I put together yesterday. And so not only did I pull, extract this process. So honestly, let me tell you how this set. Let me tell you how this sets the $1 million team up. This sets the $1 million team up because now that I've extracted what's here, because I am the visionary of this brand, I can teach other people how to extract the exact information when we get another client that wants help with their complete webinar build out. Now the company doesn't have to rely on me. Can I get an amen? And that's what scaling and growing and scaling your business is all about. Is it Sikon? I don't know if I'm saying your name right. So you don't have a process. But that's what it's all about. Now, I don't have to be the one that have all the calls. Why? Because they have the questions that are going to extract what the client needs in order to get the information to the team to develop their entire webinar sequence. Bananas. But wait, there's more. So I'm just looking at some of my notes, y'all. And that's just before you even start doing the webinar. All right. Now, some of you may know how to repurpose, content or old content. And I can't sit here and make the assumption that you do. So that's going to be a bonus teaching for tomorrow. And that's going to show you how to take your content and repurpose it for social media. So that people get excited about your upcoming presentation. Is that okay with you? You can type yes in the chat. All right. If you're learning anything, please share this out. Vanessa, thank you for sharing it out as well. So let me see what else we got going on tomorrow. We are breaking down. I could just pull up my whole, I have a whole AI prompt library that we will be including in our program. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Is that all right with you? And I'll just give you some idea of some of the resources that we will have at the training that we're doing. And the replay will be available. Oh, I forgot all about this. So I'm glad I did pull this up. So one of the things that I realized is, how many of you do market research for your target audience? Like, let's be for real. Or do you just think that you know what your audience needs? And so one of the things that I realized is that people focus on the demographics, not the psychographics. You better teach. A lot of people focus on the demographics, right? Now, don't get me wrong. We need demographics so that when we run ads, we have the proper demographics. But what about the psychographics? What about what makes them buy? What about what's important to them? Here's what I realized over the last 11 or 12 years of being in business is the people that are attracted to me want to create a lifestyle business. If you know anything about me, you know I got 2 kids, one that has already graduated from college, but she was a collegiate athlete as well. So I needed a business that operated around my lifestyle, not me operating around my business. Can I get an amen? And so you also know, if you know me, that I still have the youngest, who's 19, who is a collegiate football player. So one of the things that I ended up doing, because I can do this in business, was I took my 2-day intensive to the city in which his school is in, because I can do business wherever I am. I am not in a place where I am stuck doing business from the comfort of this office that you see. This is not the only place that I can do business. Period, point blank. All right. So, but I understand the psychographics of my audience. I know that they are willing to invest in something that's going to help them get to their goal without taking what, 6 years like it took me to have my first 6-figure year. My award is over there. Y'all can't see it. Yeah, multi 6 figures, right? So don't worry. I know you probably like, oh my God, I never really thought about that, Takesha. Don't worry. We got a prompt for that too. Let me see what else we got. Because this is what we're going to talk a little bit about this tomorrow. So that's just that's literally, I think it's like 5 phases. So that's 1.1. Let's go through. What about 1.2? How do you identify the pain points that your audience have? Do you ask them? Oh, tomorrow's training is going to be so much fun. Vanessa, should I share a secret? Runner, should I share the secret? I don't know if Miss Empowerment is still here. Should I share the secret? Y'all got to hit the share button. And I'm going to tell you what I do. Especially to enhance the pain points. Tell me if you share this out. And I will share. Runner says yes. Vanessa says yes. All right, so let me tell you what I do, right? Please. Did you share? I love it. All right, so this is what I do. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you guys sharing. So I was telling you that we host workshops, right? So on those workshops, I do post calls and I do feedback calls. And so even your discovery calls. So if you do a sales call or a discovery call, what do you do with your transcription? Oh, I'm getting ready to teach. What do you do with the call? And here's what's crazy. I've been in business for 14 years. So I have a Google Drive, a Dropbox, an Amazon S3 account, all filled with discovery calls. Do y'all know how much data that is? And how much market research that I can do? I can literally go in and find every call that I had with every client that I closed. And I can take the transcript, put it together, and I can use one of our prompts from the AI prompt library. I'm sorry, I get so excited. And so I can determine from a common, isn't that so much data? Like crazy bananas. I can put it all together and have AI to summarize the similarities in my client database. Woo-hoo-wee. That's a whole nugget. And we haven't even gotten to the training for tomorrow. That's a whole nother that's a nugget you should have paid for. I'm gonna put my Cash App up here. No, I'm playing. And just imagine the output that you could get with that type of data. Now, remind you, I've been in business for 14 years. So I'm talking about every client that I've ever closed, every call, and it's going to put together not only the demographics, but the psychographics of my ideal client. It's going to tell me what the pain that they were dealing with, the reason why they decided to take the step, what their expectation is. And here is the thing. It's going to use their own language. I don't have to sit here and try to figure out what are they struggling with because I already have the information. Vanessa said, let me go grab my calls from last quarter. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to help somebody, y'all. I'm trying to help somebody. So that's one of the prompts that we can do. And I think that, watch this. And I don't know if any of my team members are on. but I have to write this down. I have to write this down because I think that if you stay to the end of our training and invite someone, I think I'm going to share that particular prompt to help you do target market research in your business. You like that? I think that's a good one. I think that's a really good one. All right, so let me see what other prompts that we have that we're going to be talking about tomorrow. And y'all, I'm just on the beginning. Like this prompt library is 26 pages. It sure is. Let's see. So that's all in phase 1. So we talked about that one. Let's see. Where do I want to go next? What if you had help developing and structuring your offer? If you are struggling with because I had someone come to me yesterday. I was telling you guys this earlier. She subscribed on my Substack. And she says to me, she's like, I don't have a signature offer. And I know that webinars will be the thing for me. Hey, Janine, what's up, boo? I know that webinars would be the thing for me to get my message out to the masses, right? But she doesn't have a signature offer and she does not have the pricing. So what I did, I created a bot. And we also have an AI prompt, because what I'm not going to let you do is mess up your whole webinar because you don't know what you want to sell and how much you want to sell it for. I'm trying to tell you. So not only do we have a, I forgot all about that one. And this is all phase 2. So we got one, let me see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 prompts just under offer development and offer structure. 6 prompts. All right. If you got a problem with pricing, and I'm not selling anything, well, I'm just telling you what we're going to talk about tomorrow. If you are struggling with pricing, like the bonuses to give, I have a specific way that we identify our bonuses when we do our presentations. So I'm telling you, 2:00 tomorrow, it's gonna be on and popping. Tell your best friend, tell your sister, tell your cousin, tell your mama. I'm just playing. No, but if they have a business, or if it is easier for them to teach to the masses versus doing one-on-one, then they need to be present tomorrow. Let me go ahead and put the link up on the screen. So you guys can get access. Please share this out. We're going to be sending out a text message to our list shortly, but I just wanted to come on here today and share with you what I've been working on and what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. So like I said, if you're somebody that's stuck with your offer, or your offer isn't even converting, upgrade to VIP and we can take a look at it tomorrow in our VIP session. Does that sound good? And the pricing strategy. So we have a pricing objection handler, which is a prompt. So you can take your prompt, you can take your price, you can take your target audience, and we'll help you create some objections, how to bust the objections. So I'm actually taking some of these prompts and using it to create the webinar content for tomorrow. There's no reason why I should not be using my own process for you. I want you to see this process come to life tomorrow. So everything that I've already done has been by way of utilizing my process. So even the content that I'm teaching in tomorrow's presentation, it is from, I literally told it, I want to use my process on me, which was funny. We were having a whole, and this is Claude and I, we were having a whole conversation yesterday about the webinar funnel development process that I created. Now I said, I want to use my process on me. So everything, landing page, emails, everything that you see when you register, all came from my process. And so all should be my language on how I talk as well. All right. So are y'all enjoying? Yes or yes? Hey, Opulent. All right, so let me see what else we're gonna talk about tomorrow. That I'm gonna share. So I have to make Darlene. Hey, babe. Listen, I have been in the kitchen cooking. Listen, if I could play the song "Let Her Cook," let her cook. Tamara, Tamara. I hope I said it right. But I know you were one of the ones who commented. Give me the link. So the link is on the page, so you can be in the building tomorrow. Thank you. I believe you purchased my book. Can I do a plug here? Shameless plug. Shameless plug. Right. So this is the newest book. And a lot of this stuff is from this book. All right. Now this process is not in the book. That's a new book. Okay, Vanessa, that's a new book. Let her cook. Listen, I've been cooking. And Darlene, you know, when I get in the lab, it is game over. You already started to read it? I'm excited. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Thank you so much. I listen, I put everything I possibly had in that book. So that means a lot to me. And so this goes back to what I was sharing with you guys. Like, I've been doing these processes since, I don't know, 2015 or something like that, right? You want the book link? Of course you want the book link. Let me grab the link so you guys, if you haven't gotten your copy of the book, I can go ahead and get you a copy of the book. All right, so give me 1 second and we're going to drop this in here for you guys. I love my Vanessa. She's like, yep, already got it. All right, let me see. Boom. And one of these days, the book of launch strategies. All right, so what else are we teaching? You guys said that this was helping. I gave a major nugget. I'm gonna have to clip that and make that because that was good. That was real good. All right, so let me see what else we're gonna talk about. Anybody have their signature offer already ready? Some of this, like Darlene's in our mastermind. I use some of this information to help refine Darlene's actual webinar presentation. So actually, I created an AI agent to review Darlene's 3-day challenge, which in all reality, it's 3 days worth of webinars. All right. And so she probably don't even know I listened to all 3 days. I manually did my review, but I also took her content and put it in my webinar analysis, and it spit out to the T the same exact things that I told her to do, and it broke it up into 3 sections. It broke it up in the connection, the content, and her close. And so boom, went right. And I was able to do a special training just for mastermind members on how to close and convert more. And so all of this stuff that I'm telling you right now, I use all of this stuff with our mastermind members. So I'm excited. I know Darlene, quick shout out to Darlene. She's got a talk coming up. I think she said Texas. If you're not following Darlene, please follow Darlene. She's been with me for almost 2 years in the mastermind, and it's just getting better and better. I love it. She is the caretaker. Hold on, let me get her. Go and put it in the chat. She is the caretaker. I don't want to get it wrong. Where'd she put it? Oh, here it is. Caregivers co-mentor. Caregivers co-mentor is what her I can't even think of what you call moniker. Her moniker. Darlene, where in Texas is your talk? Okay, so there we go. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so a couple of more things, y'all, and then I am going to finish wrapping up for our launch. I hope you have already registered for tomorrow's training. So we talked about the offer. Let's talk about the content, and then we'll finish up with I don't know. Oh, the supporting content. So The framework. So I teach based in frameworks. If you know, like my favorite word is profit. So actually they don't even know this, but I have a surprise for mastermind members. It's a project that I want us to do together, and it's based on the word profit and a acronym for profit. So check your email. Plug. But again, profit is one of the frameworks that I use to teach. And so tomorrow I'm going to be teaching the core method. And the core method, which I got it written down. Was I going to say written down? I've been working too hard, y'all. I've been working too hard. I have been in the lab cooking, y'all. I might be a little delusional. But let me tell you, and I want you to write this down because note takers are money makers. All right. So the formula that I'm going to teach tomorrow is core method. And the first thing is to clarify your audience. All right. And then the second is to organize your offer. The third will be to reframe the content of your presentation. And then we're going to elevate your delivery. Is that all right with you? Is that okay for tomorrow? I'll say it one more time. Clarify your audience. So we talked about the target audience. I said that I was going to give one prompt away tomorrow to those that stay until the end. And we know who stays to the end. My team is usually on, and we can see who's still at the end. Organize your offer, reframe content, and then elevate your delivery. All right. Is that good for you? Hold on, y'all. My TikTok said, there we go. My TikTok said you sleeping. All right, that's good for you. All right, and you on YouTube. I love that. Yes, that is. Oh no, that's the book. The registration link is here. And if you let me see, I'm gonna put it under. There we go. So I just put it under the video as well for those of you all that are on. Oh, that was the book. Hold on, y'all. Clearly, I am operating by myself today. The team is working on client work. Okay. So 1 second. But if you haven't gotten the book, there's the book. All right. So now, boom. The link is there for you all. Both the links are there for you all. They are. It's on Facebook. If you don't have the link, just send me a DM. I will make sure you get it because we getting ready to push this one out because this is going to be really good. So before we wrap it up, I was talking about the framework. So I like to teach in frameworks, and so if you struggle with it, we have a prompt that you can use in order to not only develop your framework, but also help you with the teaching points for your framework as well. Because I mean, listen, it's time to work smarter. It's no reason for us to work as hard. All right. And then let me see. So like I said, everything that you're going to see tomorrow, it is all based on my process that I developed. Well, not developed yesterday, but reversed engineered yesterday, and then I just kind of use the process. So I can't wait for you all to see it unfold. But here's what I know that like-minded people attract like-minded people. So I know that I am attracting people who like to kind of break stuff and put it back together. So I know y'all are going to be like looking at my process because I attract people that do the same thing that I do, right? All right, she's like, yep, I'm registered. All right. So last final things. And if you guys have any questions, I will allow you guys to ask questions as well. But I am so excited. Like there is a VIP. So if you want to talk about, your webinar that you want to do, make sure you upgrade to VIP. I'm going to do a special link. I don't care how many people it is. I'm going to teach like it's 100 people in there. Okay. And the reason why is because I know that this is going to change the game. And so the final piece as we close this out is how do you take this and create supporting content? So I am going to take this particular video right here And here's the thing about it. This is what I love about me. I am so transparent when I teach. And Darlene can tell you, like, I show them behind the scenes all the time. I talk about stuff behind the scenes in my business all the time. And I'm going to be real. I'm going to be straight up with you. This video right here, I have 2 angles of this video. This video will be repurposed. So I've got TikTok up here on my ring light. This is the first time that I've ever streamed TikTok. And hey, right now. And thank God my daughter redid my room, because you can actually see in the video what she did over. Y'all can't see it on Facebook. You got to see it on TikTok. But I'm going to take this video and download that whole thing and chop it up. Baby, that ain't nothing but content. It's nothing but content. This entire video, it is in StreamYard. StreamYard does clips. I'm going to take this and you're going to see these clips out on social media. All of it, because of the content is so relevant, it's all going to be driving people to the presentation. I know it's crazy. I know. I'm excited. But that's just one, again, that's just one insider secret to how we can repurpose. So not only can we use AI for I use AI for all my webinar promo emails, all the follow-up emails, social media content. I've got a prompt. Oh man. This one might be in the VIP. I'm sitting here, I've been trying to think. So I was talking to my business bestie yesterday, earlier today, and I was trying to think who out in these internet streets. I was trying to think which prompts should I give away in the training. So I know one is for the people that stay to the end, but y'all might like this one, and this might, so VIP will get 5 prompts tomorrow. VIP gets 5 prompts. So I think 4.2, this is all, so this one is all social media stuff. So it's 5. Oh wait, we got some advanced prompt too. So I think, let me make this, I'm going to highlight this in yellow. So I'll know when I come back to this, that this is one of the 5 that VIP gets tomorrow. We also have one where you can do competitive analysis. You can do industry trend monitors, case study, template generator. So I like to use testimonials in my webinar, but I like my testimonials to be very, very specific. I don't want my testimonial to be like, Darlene said the Keisha is great. Look at you over here on TikTok too. I love Darlene. Darlene, no, she understood the assignment. I want Darlene to say, before I work with Keisha, I wasn't clear on how to generate revenue in my business. After working with Keisha in less than, I'd say 6 months, but I think it was shorter than that, she generated over $9,000 from a project that she launched after our initial conversation. So do you see the difference between, oh, let me tell you about, my client Darlene? No. So we have a prompt that will help you generate like case studies. Oh, she corrected me on TikTok. It was 4 months, y'all. Within 4 months, she generated over $9,000 of working with me. And so she is stuck with me. We are family. But we have a prompt so that you too can generate. So you too can generate case studies like that. And so the last piece is the actual webinar piece, right? And you'll see tomorrow how I actually use, you love my room? So they went on TikTok so that they can see my office. I love it. Yes. So my daughter put together the bookshelf. So that's just one half of it. That is so funny. They actually went to TikTok to go see my room. Maybe I should do that more often. Okay, y'all. I'm wrapping this up. All right. So phase 5 of the AI prompt library is the delivery and optimization. So there is a AI bot, or not a bot, but prompt to help you develop your outline. And post webinar analysis. That's going to be good So I just have to determine which 5 that I'm going to give tomorrow for those that upgrade to VIP. Anybody in the mastermind, you will get access to it. Don't worry about it. Matter of fact, I'll probably go put it in the portal for you guys immediately. But you gotta invite somebody to tomorrow's training because it's gonna be crazy. And then let me see this real quick because there was some prompts for improving AI outputs. So Vanessa said I have to sell this library. Like the library is just golden by itself. It's crazy. All right. Listen, so I am beyond excited about the opportunity to work with whoever is registered tomorrow. I am beyond excited about what these next 4 months is going to look like just by, incorporating AI in webinars for my tribe, my audience, my folks, my peeps, y'all that are here and been with me the whole time. All right. So it's free to register. Let me put the link real quick. It is free to register for the workshop. And if you want to upgrade to VIP, you can upgrade to VIP. We'll have an open session where you can ask questions. You'll get 5 prompts tomorrow. And yes, I am excited about the 4th quarter today. I will not lie. Yesterday, I was like, man, but no, I am truly elated about what's getting ready to happen. So you want to see what's behind me? So it's actually another bookcase behind me. Like she redid the half of the room. You already upgraded. My girl. VIP gonna be rocking. Like you get 5 prompts tomorrow if you upgrade to VIP. You'll get to see what we're working on. We do have something special that we are releasing, and I'm excited. And so can I tell y'all a secret? This is the last thing, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. Let me tell you why I'm proud of myself right now. Hey, Eric Rogers. I'm really proud of myself right now because I told one of my team members earlier today, I said, yo, I'm going live. And I don't know how these people be going live and just talk for a whole hour. Like, I don't know how they do it. But I want you to know, y'all have been with me, and some of y'all have been with me this entire time. I have been live for 57 minutes and 43 seconds. And it has been nothing but pure content. Now don't get me wrong, there was some, I know. There was some other conversations that's happening, but I think it was all related to everything that we've talked about for the last 58 minutes. And so, I feel chills, like the hair is standing up. But I wanted to do this so bad because I know that this is the next level. And so I wanted to come on every single platform that I could get on, that I have a handle on, and share with those of you all that showed up. And so, I'm not gonna lie, I used the whole AI, and to be honest with you, I used the AI, and I was like, give me some talking points for, thank you, for the hour training that I want to do. And being who I am, I had it sitting here, and honestly, it's not the direction that I went in. And I mean, some of the stuff on it, but I really just kind of went through the AI prompt library, and that guided me with everything that I wanted to share with you guys about tomorrow. And here's where I want you to learn from that. All right. When you are an expert in what it is that you do, you can teach for 59 minutes and 36 seconds because you are a genius. You are an expert. And this is your zone that you are operating in, and can't anybody take that away from you. Do y'all hear me? Do you hear me? So don't tell me that you can't do a webinar. And this was not even in webinar format. All right. So don't sit here and tell me that you can't get out here and talk for an hour, because I just did it. This is probably the first time in a very long time that I went live by myself, no co-host, pure content. I know I overteach. I know I do. But it was nothing but pure content. So with that being said, I will see all of you tomorrow. My name is Dakisha Williams, your webinar strategist. Be passionate, be purposeful, but more importantly, be profitable. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for coming out.